Sundays on VDub Radio.
You're locked into Rattling Dubs.
Proudly sponsored by BusFest,
the largest VW transporter festival in the world.
Right, I'm here today with Ruth from Vanlife Goodies. How are you doing, Ruth?
Hello, Vic. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Super excited to get to talk to you. Big fan of the YouTube channel, and thanks for joining us on Rattling Dubs on VDub Radio this morning.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much.
So I guess the first thing is if people don't know or haven't seen your channel, obviously you own a VW T5, and what I'd like to know is what led to you getting into the Volkswagen scene, I guess, and ultimately purchasing a T5. How did that come about?
Right, well, we had many years ago, before we had children, we had a Mark 1 Transit, this really old, rusty thing, and we went on a 2-week holiday to Cornwall, and the gearbox fell out on the way back, and that was of the end of that, but I think possibly planted the Campervan seed in our minds. And then, had children and did the whole buying a house thing and bought the Mummobile. We had a Vauxhall Zafira, and that lasted years and years and years, and eventually needed replacing. And so I started looking into campervans. So we needed something that was a day vehicle, but also we could use for kind of holidays and weekends away.
Yeah.
So we... sorry, I'm sat in the van having a chat with you, and there's actually people next. People just pulled up.
Oh, don't worry.
Pull the pop top down. There we go. Okay, so we were looking for a T4 because that's all we could afford. And I was looking at, is it Vauxhall Viveros or Vivaro, I don't know how you say it. And I went to 3 garages and said, what would you have, a newer Vauxhall Vivero, or would you get a T4? And all 3 said a T4, an older T4, you know.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, they must be good, these Volkswagens. And then I looked for, about a year. We just kept looking and eventually found one for about £3,000 dearer than what we had saved. But I figured it was a month before Christmas and I might just knock him down, and I did. So I was
brilliant.
Absolutely overjoyed. And I have to say, I mean, it's my happy place, my van. It really is. I love it. In fact, I feel quite bad loving something that's just a material possession, but I don't think it is. It's the memories that material possession creates, isn't it? And I think that's the bit that you fall in love with. Do you know what I mean? And, I just love it. I really do.
Yeah.
I'm very relaxed when I'm in the van.
Yeah, and that definitely comes across on all your videos and stuff. And, I think...
that might be the wine.
Yeah. But I'm sure there's many listeners out there that can definitely relate to what you've just said about the fact that it's your happy place, and I know I absolutely love it. And it is the memories, isn't it? The memories it creates, for sure. So...
Yeah. And just that freedom, even if you just go out for the day. I mean, we'll go out for the day with the kids, and it's some of my latest videos, all it is a day out, and then we'll come back to the van and we'll get some cooking on and just relax in the van, really. And you can do that in a car with your flask and your butties, but it just doesn't have that same. You feel like you're on a mini holiday, even though you're not staying overnight. So it is that, I think. It's just that kind of freedom it holds, you know. And I have been known on a very tired day to just get in the back of the van in the middle of a shopping car park and just put the bed down and have a kip, you know. So there's always that benefit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So have you always, I guess, liked the idea of camping and you know, what's kind of... Did you do it when you were younger? And
definitely not so much when I was younger with my parents, but definitely with Dave. He's ex-army, so camping and outdoors and fires are in his blood, I think. So in fact, when we first met, one of our first dates, I think I mentioned it on the video, one of the videos actually, it's quite funny, one of our first dates, he took me for a walk, and then just proceeded to build a fire and light this fire, and then pulled out a bottle of wine, 2 glasses and some jacket potatoes to put on the fire. And some women wouldn't be impressed, but I was like, oh, that's so romantic. So we're definitely suited in that respect.
That's brilliant.
So, and we always used to have, you know, when we were younger, you know, 2-man tents in the wind, you know, with the little one ring burner, you know, and you just hide away in the tent Yeah, them were the days. But I need a bit of comfort now. I've got a toilet and a heater now, so yeah, I'm definitely middle-aged.
That's brilliant. I love it. Absolutely love it. So what was the inspiration for creating Vanlife Goodies and the YouTube channel? What inspired you to want to do that, to capture all of these moments on video for everyone to see?
Exactly for that reason. It was mostly my daughter, my eldest daughter, Macy. Just one day, as teenagers do, they're more into the YouTube scene and stuff like that. She said, oh, why don't you just do a video? Let's do it. And we just did it for fun. And I think one of my first videos, which is cringy when you look back, of course, because you get better with time, was just doing like a review of this SQ grill that's now the Durain grill, I think, that we use all the time. And we just did that review. And then, and that was fun, and a few people kind of commented, and we just loved the fact that, oh my goodness, we've got like 20 people that have liked it that we don't know, that was fun. And then the funniest one, we did a few more videos, but the one that seemed to gather some traction was, I mean, the story behind it's quite funny because it looks like a lovely day out, but I've done this. Basically, me and Dave had a bit of an argument in the morning. I'd had enough of the kids, and I just literally said, I'm going out for an hour, and off I went in the van, and I went for a walk and calmed down and had bagels for breakfast and filmed it all just for a bit of fun. And then, I phoned him and I said, come on, I want to go out. So we made up and off we went out as a family, and this day out turned out to be a really lovely day.
I've seen it, yeah.
I did a thumbnail for the video of me stood in front of the campervan with the title, I've Had Enough, and me like freaking out, and that just seemed to get so many views. And we had so many comments of people. Oh, it was just a few, but it felt like a lot of people saying, oh, I love that video. It was really good, and just really encouraging that, it was just, it inspires you to do more, if I'm honest, when people are so encouraging. And, they're like, oh, I really enjoyed that. That was great. And, it really does inspire you to do more. So that probably created a bit more traction to do more regular videos, I guess. Yeah. But it's ultimately about creating memories for my kids and for us to look back on, which we do now. We go back and watch some of the older ones and go, oh, look at the age of you there. You look so different now. Even in just a year or so, they change so quickly, kids, don't they? And they grow up quickly. So, it's just nice to look back on. So, yeah, it's memories ultimately. And if other people enjoy that, then that's a bonus,
Well, that video you've just spoken about was actually the first video that I saw as well.
Oh, was it? I've had enough.
Yeah. And I was like, oh dear. Is this somebody that's going to get rid of their T5? What's going on here? And it intrigued me to, it come up as a recommended video because obviously I watch a lot of Volkswagen and camping videos and stuff. And I was.
So you thought I'd had enough of the Volkswagen? Is that what you thought?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought, oh no, what's happened? What's gone wrong?
No, I'd had enough of the family.
But it's such a lovely video. Everybody should definitely check that one out for sure. And what's the best adventure that you've ever been on then? So I know that's your favourite video you've done probably, but what's the best adventure?
Oh, we've had loads, but I think the best one for me, having a camper van, is the freedom of being able to spend a few nights somewhere and then move on somewhere else. So to really, truly extend a holiday, if you like. So a 2-week holiday in lots of different places. So last year, I really wanted to go and do a few days in various different places. Now, with children, I've got more than just my 2 children. We actually foster, so we have extra children that we don't have on the video for obvious reasons, but you might see a hand or a leg or the back of their heads, But ultimately, we've got more than just 2 children, which means that we can't all just fit in the one camper van for a longer holiday. So Dave has what he calls it the support vehicle, but it's basically his work van, and he's stuck a bed in it and a little cooker, and he sleeps in that sometimes and I sleep in this. It depends on the arrangement of how many children we've got. So at the time there was quite a few of us, and we decided I want to do this travelling around. So we did 2 weeks in, I think, Black Rock Sands. It's right on the beach.
Yeah.
Not 2 weeks, sorry, 4 nights, not 2 weeks. The whole holiday was 2 weeks, but it felt like much longer. And we did 4 nights in Black Rock Sands, and then I think we went to Bala Lake and did some kayaking on the lake, and then we went to Neffin in Wales, and then we ended up in Chester, and we kind of had a few nights at each. And I just loved it because it felt so much longer than just 2 weeks, and it felt like a little taster of what I would like to do in the future, of just travelling a lot more with, just me and Dave when the kids are a bit older, or with them with their camper vans. That would be ideal.
Yeah.
So that was lovely. And I think the videos, we did about 4 videos of each different place we went to. And that was just really fun because we planned lots of activities, and, there was just lots to film and share. And again, it was just wonderful to create those memories that we can look back on and say, do you remember that holiday? So, yeah, that was really good. So that's probably my favourite. I'd love to do that again.
That's brilliant. And, yeah, I've seen those videos as well. I've
brilliant.
I've done my research, Ruth. I've done my research. So I guess, you've already spoken about your family there, and I take it that they're really into it as well, and, everybody... I mean, have the kids said that they want VW camper vans when they're older or anything like that?
My eldest says she wants to live in a camper van, but she's more of she's rather alternative, so she would definitely have a more hippie-looking van than ours. And so hers will be much more interesting inside, I think. And they love the filming, they love watching the videos, but it does depend what mood they're in. There are occasions we'll go out and I'll want to film and they go, oh, not today, and I will put it away because, like I say, ultimately life's about spending time with your family, and it's not always the best time to film. Do you know what I mean? Whilst I might want to, sometimes they just want you to be present in the moment and not be filming everything that's happening. And I accept that, and I think that's important to note. But also, I think there's other times where, they love to be part of it and they come up with some great ideas, especially my eldest. She's really good at thinking up ideas. And my youngest is really good at I'm like, hold that there and do this filming. And, they help me with the filming. And that's just really nice to be part of it. But I did a video recently, and it was, I think, 5 people in a VW camper van.
Yeah.
And all I wanted, so Macy had actually filmed it, my eldest, and she filmed it. She did some really good work with ideas of different angles, and we did this, and we had great fun doing it, actually. But when we got home, I said, right, I need a picture of everyone stood in front of the camper van for the thumbnail. Well, honestly, you'd have thought that I told them, can you come on a 5-mile walk, and trying to get them out to stand in front of this camper van just to get a photograph.
Yeah.
So we get this photograph, and then I put it on Facebook and shared it, and someone commented on Facebook, and they said it wasn't very good because I hadn't showed everyone lying in the beds in the camper van. I was like, you're kidding me? It was hard enough getting them to come and stand in front of the camper van, let alone lie on the beds for a photograph. They really weren't in the mood that day. It just made me laugh. But yeah, I mean, on the whole, they're really supportive, and they enjoy doing it, and they love looking back at the videos and everything. So yeah, I think they've been a wonderful encouragement, and I'm dead grateful. Yeah, I've got a wonderful family, I really have. And Dave is just, I think Dave makes it because he's just funny. He's made me laugh all my life, all our married life. He still makes me laugh now, and it just makes me chuckle. When I'm editing the videos, there are things when he pulls, faces behind me, and I don't know he's done it till I'm editing the video, and I'm like, isn't that Dave? That's you, look at you, it just makes me chuckle.
He's definitely funny. Yeah, I've laughed a few times at him, yeah, for sure. But that's lovely. That's really nice that, he shares your enthusiasm for it as well. So I think that's lovely.
Rattling Dubs is sponsored by BusFest,
the largest VW transporter festival in the world.
And what are your future plans then for the channel and what you want to do in future? Are you going to, go and do something unique in terms of like, I don't know. What are your plans?
I'm not sure yet, really. I think short term it's just carry on enjoying what we do, enjoying the van, going for holidays, filming it and sharing that content, creating those memories. I think long term, I would love to do a self-build. So as the kids get older and they're doing their own thing a bit more, I'd love to do a self-build. And, my husband's a handyman by trade, so I keep, throwing hints his way. That would be good if we built our own, and this is what I'd do if we built our own. So that's what I just keep doing. And then I'd love to go and do the whole coast of England with just me and Dave. That would be my ultimate dream, to just England, because I love England. I love our country, and I've never done the top of Scotland. I'd love to go and do that, and just do the whole coast of England and take as long as I wanted to do it. So that would be our early retirement idea, I think.
That sounds lovely.
So yeah, and just film all that, share it all, then maybe do Europe. I don't know. I think just keep doing what we're doing and see where it takes us, I guess.
Yeah, because your channel's really growing, isn't it, as well, which I think's fantastic. It's great that people are wanting to watch the content and stuff. So I guess I think people are going to watch regardless what you do now. Once you're hooked on a channel, you tend to just keep going back for more. So I think, yeah, you can't go wrong with it. I think keep up what you're doing.
No, thank you.
No, it's brilliant, Ruth. Honestly, I really like it. I like the authenticity of it, because you get quite a lot of YouTube channels out there that it feels a bit staged at times, whereas yours is just you can just, you know, it's just great because you just pick up the camera and
there's too many characters to stage it. It's very much this is what you get. I think on YouTube that's important though. If you can just be, like you say, when you watch other YouTubers, those that are just themselves, you know, that's what you either like it or hate it, and that's fine. If you don't like it, you don't go back and watch more, and if you do, then you follow that and you enjoy that. And that those people become your community, and that's kind of, if I'm going to have followers of my content, then that's what I want, people that enjoy watching what we do. And if you don't, then that's absolutely fine. You know, there's plenty of other content out there that might suit you. So yeah, I agree. I think we are what we are, and if you like it, great. And if you don't, then that's fine, you know.
Exactly. Nobody's forcing you to watch, for sure. And what music are you into? What sort of stuff do you like listening to when you're driving along in the van?
Oh, reggae for me. I love reggae.
Oh, really? That's
anything
brilliant.
Reggae. Yeah, absolutely love it. It just chills me out, takes me back to my youth, puts me with a glass of wine in front of a campfire. That's me. So I like all kinds of music, you know. I do. My daughter and I like chalk and cheese because she's into kind of heavy rock and all sorts of crazy stuff, and I like the reggae. So, you know, we balance that.
Well, we have a night. We have a night on VDub Radio to suit both of you. So on a Monday night we have reggae with DJ Rudy and Angus Taylor. So you need to check that out. And on a Wednesday we play alternative music with DJ Laney, and then after me there's a new DJ called Big Craig C. And he plays alternative, and slap bang in the middle of those two I've got my Pedal to the Metal rock show. So,
wow.
Yes, so...
she'd love that, definitely.
Well, yeah,
I might not.
Tune in.
The rock I can only do for so long now.
Yeah, well...
And I'm like, I need a bit of quiet.
There's a night for both here, so there you go. So how can people find out more about Vanlife Goodies, Ruth? Where can they find you on socials?
So, yeah, I mean, we're predominantly on YouTube just doing the videos, and we are on Facebook as Vanlife Goodies and Instagram as Vanlife Goodies, spelt with an IES, not a Y. But, you know, the videos are mostly just shared on both those platforms, but mostly on YouTube. So, yeah, just find us, Vanlife Goodies, just type that in and we should come up.
That's brilliant, Ruth. Thank you. And have you got any shout-outs that you want to make to anyone whilst you're on air?
Definitely. If you don't mind, I just want to say thank you to Dave, my husband, Macy and Ruby for, you know, just helping me create these memories, really, and to all the foster children that can't be in the videos but hold the camera for me, to those as well. And then just to all my subscribers, which I can't believe I've got, you know, for me 1,300 is phenomenal. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. But to all of them that have, you know, watch the content, but more importantly, kind of put comments, really encouragement, and for the filming, encouragement for what they're seeing and saying what a lovely video it was, or even just, you know, great use of kind of the camera work. Honestly, it really is so lovely to get that encouragement. Thank you. So, yeah, just genuinely that, really, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me this morning. I've really appreciated your time, Ruth, and yeah, everybody just needs to go and check out Vanlife Goodies, and hopefully we'll we'll catch up one day at either one of the VW shows or a campsite somewhere, so thank you.
You're locked into Rattling Dubs,
Proudly sponsored by BusFest.
the largest VW transporter festival in the world.